Episode 4, here we are. A few things to talk about today. We've got UTA next week, next Friday, so definitely starting to get a little bit nervous. Pretty excited though. At the end of the day, it's going to be what it's going to be. I've done the training. I'm as ready as I can be, I believe. So I'm just hoping for a good day out there. We also got lemon and lime electrolytes coming in next week, which is pretty exciting because they've been on the agenda for a long time, and we've finally got them ready to ship to us tomorrow actually. So we should get them by hopefully Monday next week. Couple of things, we'll speak about a couple of mistakes that we've made, some things we're doing to fix them. Mainly in regards to packaging and things like that. Tapering is something that I want to talk about a little bit. That's quite a funny thing. We'll talk a little bit more about that shortly. Denali plans are in full swing, which is pretty hectic. The flights into base camp, all that sort of stuff's getting booked, food organised. There's actually quite a bit to do there, well, that has been done. Lots of things that I guess it's when you fly in, you need to make sure you got everything. So once we fly in, you're essentially on the mountain for 2 to 3 weeks. We're aiming for less than 2. We'll see how things go, but you're on there for 2 to 3 weeks. So make sure you got everything for that period of time. There's no shops or anything to just go grab some stuff from. So if there's particular food, snacks, whatever, all that stuff needs to be pre-thought of. Talk a little bit more about Denali shortly. What else have we got on the list? This is a good one. First athlete has officially signed the contract. Sent a contract to another athlete, waiting for the contract back. So that is very exciting. We've also got another 2 that we're probably gonna chat to in the next couple of days as well. And the applications are still rolling in. So everyone's putting in applications, thank you. But yeah, the whole athlete thing definitely has me excited because it's just the whole idea of Go Nutrition is to build that community, and we're starting to finally do that, which is awesome. We're doing heaps of other stuff, reaching out to a whole bunch of people at the moment. So I've got lots of emails, lots of messages just flying out at the moment. We don't hear back from most of them, which really sucks. And that is the reality of business, that you can send 100 emails and you might only get a couple of responses back. So it is just one of those things. I think that deters a lot of people from chasing things and whatnot. But the reality is that even myself, I receive heaps of emails every day that I don't reply to, just purely, not even because I've got anything against it or anything like that, just it hasn't caught my eye, hasn't caught my attention, it's not the right timing. I'm already completely happy with current supplier or whatever it might be. So yeah, it is just one of those things that in business that you're gonna get either no response or rejected quite a lot, and it's just something you gotta deal with. So that's what I'm dealing with at the moment. We figured just keep sending more emails, more messages, whatever it might be. Get out there as much as possible, I guess, is our main objective at the moment. But yeah, the community side of things is definitely cool. I touched last week on the athlete weekend that we're going to organise, which we sort of started looking at some good ideas for that. Yeah, definitely pumped for that. Just hanging out with people that are getting out there, getting after it. They're on the sort of same wavelength, wanting to do cool stuff. Is going to be a really awesome time, and hopefully bring some really awesome content to you guys. UTA and the taper. Oh, tapers are a funny thing because you just want to, you really have that urge to go for a run, go for it. Well, I'm still running, but my runs are turned into like 6 and 8K runs. My long run this week is 16 kilometers, which is like nothing. So definitely have the urge to really get out there and run some kilometers at the moment, but the taper, I was hesitant. I've always been hesitant of tapers. Obviously, they definitely work, there's no doubt about that. But I also like the concept of just charging all the way through. However, Kosciuszko 100, I was really hesitant on the taper and I was not going to taper. Anyway, Isabel talked me into tapering, tapered, and the energy was unreal. So I definitely am a fan of tapering. Hate it at the time, but also love it because, yeah, it's mixed emotions. But yeah, right now the energy is building, and hopefully right as we get to next Friday, that energy is just like supercharged and we can just full send it. Just have a really good day out on the course there, UTA, and get it done as fast as possible and enjoy the aftermath of not walking for however long it might be and all the other stuff that's probably going to come with it. So definitely looking forward to it. But yeah, so my opinion on tapers is that they work, and ultimately each person to themselves do what you got to do. But for me, I definitely will be tapering for every single major race that I do. That's something that I'm going to probably stick by until something happens to change my mind on that. But at this current point in time, I love tapers. I just hate when I'm in them. What else have we got? So mistakes. One of our biggest mistakes so far, our biggest mistake is ordering too much from Word Go to try to get a cheaper price. Because now we're sitting on a lot of stock that we need to sell, and we're probably going to have to do some decent sales on to get rid of it by use-by dates. So it's definitely probably one of our biggest mistakes, was buying way too much to save a couple of dollars per item, per unit, I should say. So that, yeah, no good, but you live and learn. Next, on all our future products, we're just paying that couple of dollars extra premium and just getting a smaller amount, so that way we can move the total amount before use by dates, etc. So definitely a big learning curve there. Other learning curve, our jars and our scoops and whatnot, definitely not the best. There's nothing bad about them, just I think we can do a lot better. So we've been doing lots of digging into finding better jars, better scoops and all that sort of stuff. Same thing in this game, everyone wants to order, everyone wants you to order 50,000, 100,000 jars, which at our size is just not doable. So it's trying to find the right packaging for the right price and all that kind of stuff is actually an extremely hard part of the business. Like the packaging side of stuff is probably one of the harder parts, but we're working on it. We've found some good jars. So our future products, the jars will be improved, that's for sure. Scoops will be better, all that sort of stuff. So it's just gradual improvements. We're definitely not perfect. The one thing that we did spend a lot of time on making sure we did get right was the actual supplement itself. So a few other things have got neglected along the way, but now we're working on those, and across the board, hopefully by the end of 2025, we've got some real kick-ass products all around. Aside from that, the week's, yeah, pretty normal, just doing our thing. Less training, obviously, trying to sell supplements, run the other businesses, but yeah, pretty cruisy because the kilometers are low, which is nice. So just enjoying that bit of extra time to do some extra things that I haven't got to do, and then yeah, just get this Denali trip all finalized and happy days. But I think that's pretty much it for the week. So we wrap it up. UTA, I think we're 8 days away now. Hectic, let's go. Mistakes happen, we're fixing them, improving. Try not to cost ourselves too much money along the way. Obviously, businesses need money to survive, so the less money we waste, the more success we will have, I guess. And yeah, lemon and lime electrolytes available next week. So if you haven't tried them, I know a lot of people have tried them because we actually had a batch that we've been doing samples with and that. So a lot of people have tried them and love them. If you haven't tried them, go get yourself a bag. Next week they'll be available. And if you tried them and you love them, go get yourself 10 bags. Yeah, that's it. Have a good week, everyone.